Hey tubers, here we are, looking at crystal skulls. He's not very big though, but he is real deal crystal. You know, you can look down inside there, that's, you know, unmistakably the inside of a big chunk of quartz crystal. And I do have some larger ones. Now, this guy here is Jade. Very curious too, in that it has been painstakingly carved out on the inside of it. See that? Almost like they would have put something inside there that burned maybe, or else this thing here, you know, is kind of a round hole there. The actual hole itself is kind of round, so maybe this like sat on the end of a pole up in the air. You know, big jade skull sitting up there. Here's another. Very similar, except for he's laughing at you. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I have seen this exact motif here on Mayan pottery. And it's got all of that white stuff that happens to jade after it's old and in the ground a long time. And I mean, there's just no doubt about it. That is, here, let me try and get an angle on it. There's an angle on the dangle. That is caliche down in there, all over it. And there's some in here that I don't know. This thing's got to be glass, I would think, but I don't know. Sure, looks like some kind of crystal in there. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's you know, one of those new polymer things or something like that. I don't know. Sure, it feels like stone. It's hard. It taps like stone. It rings like stone or glass. Here's another one. Completely hollow on the inside. Holes where the eyes are. Hard to figure. Now, here's a couple of big beasts. This guy here doesn't that look like one of those heads that sits on the walls, you know, that are carved into the walls of the Mayan pyramids or the Aztec pyramids above where the games were, you know, that game they played where the losers lost their heads? It's solid too. It's, you know, nobody carved the bottom of this one out. Great big chunk of agate. Huge. I mean, it's so heavy it's hurting my arthritis to hang on to it. Okay, got one more big cool skull. And then I got a little one I forgot to bring out. Actually, I've got a lot of little ones, but I'm not going to see them all today. This is just a big old brown agate or highly agatized jasper skull. Big chunk of heavy, heavy, heavy rock. Big thing. Strangely got a groove carved back in there that I don't see the necessity for having done. But maybe that's how they set it up on something, you know, set it up, boom, on a, like a wedge thing or something that, you know, it could prop it up. Okay, be back in a second. So how cool is this little guy? Little black jade skull pendant. Got a little, see the hole there and the hole there. Or I don't know, maybe that's just for tying it up somewhere, but you know, can you, I don't know if I can get it or not, but try and see in that hole. Boy, that looks like ancient old crap in there to me. Some of these things, when I got them, were just, you know, encrusted with caliche, and I bathed them in vinegar for several days to get them clean. This isn't one though. This one just had some dirt on it. See, all of these had a faint odor of mouse urine or rat urine, and you know, I was kind of nervous about, you know, hantavirus if nothing else, you know, not to mention like black plague or whatever. So like I gave everything, every single one of them a few minutes bath in a, you know, high bleachy kind of solution that would have killed any kind of virus or anything like that on them without really affecting the stone. Did loosen some of the dirt, but you know, just dirt, just the dirt on them. It didn't loosen any of the harder mineralization that they have on them. But you know, just in case. And then you know, so even after like soaking them in some light bleachy stuff, man, a whole bunch of them still smelled like rat urine. So like that's what I did with the table thing. I didn't realize I broke that part of the story up into two pieces. So you can't get the whole story. So what I did was all the ones, I snifferooed all the ones really good that smelled like rat urine, and I set them all out on my exposed table over there, and I've left them outdoors for almost a year. And so all of the odor and, you know, it's, you know, it hasn't rained a lot in California, but it's rained on them enough and whatnot. But anyway, that's all my skulls for now. Now, if you want to hang around, I've got some other statues to show you. Okay, now, folks, this is fair warning for anyone with delicate sensibilities or with young females or any young children under the age of 21 in there. I do not want to be responsible for destroying the moral fiber of our youth of our nation, okay? Because there's a little bit R-rated coming up. If you can't take it, shut the video off now. I'm giving you the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wait, let me get something in there for... This one here's got some kind of weird thing going on. It's got a face and head on the back end of it. It's jade. Some of these others are all kinds of stone. This one here is a yellow, kind of clearish. Sun's not in a good enough place. Maybe here. I don't know. As you can see there, it's sun, very translucent chalcedony. You can tell that by looking at it. Okay, now, oh, here's that black one I showed yesterday. This is pretty cool. Got the little, you know, ancient as hell. This one is anyway. I'm not sure about some of these others. But it's a little, that'd be a hell of a keychain, wouldn't it? You know, hanging down from your keys up there in your truck. And here's one that's like a brown agate thing. Okay, now these are the little ones. Got one more here. Now this one's yeah, it's very heavy. It looks like jade. It looks like a cross between brown and a little bit of the yellowish jade. Now here's one that's out of a clear. It's out of a kind of a banded agate that, you know, shows nice in the sun. You know, it's real, seriously little banded penis. Abandoned bright red penis. Okay, now you can see here, these are a little larger. But even these got little holes drilled in them. Now, I don't know who exactly was going to be wearing this around their neck. Like, I don't know, maybe a rapper, you know, maybe a 7,000 year BC Oriental rapper gonna wear this around his neck on a chain. And here's another one. Now this one's out of some pretty, I think this might be the brown jade. It's made out of some pretty stone. Heavy. I mean, it feels like hematite, except it's brown. So I don't know. I don't know anything about Oriental stone to speak of, other than they sure carve some things that would like go over well in the Playboy Mansion bedrooms in it, out of it. Now, here's one here. It's still got a lot of dirty junk on it. Now, I do want to say, before anybody starts even saying they're not going to shake hands with me after this, these things here I told you about earlier, soaking everything in bleach. I soak these things in bleach overnight. You'll never know. I mean, just in case. This white one's kind of trippy. It's extremely polished. It's shiny. It's out of some kind of fancy stone. It's probably white jade. You know, this is one of the few, maybe the only real piece of white jade that I have. Now this thing here is kind of a trip. It's jade, but look at the head on it. It's like a chicken head, or I don't know what kind of, you know, isn't that a crop of a chicken? Wouldn't you think there? And doesn't that look like a chicken? I don't know. I don't know why they would do that, but they did, and now I got it. Here, this one's very cool. It's highly polished, black jade beyond a shadow of a doubt. High grade black jade. Kind of got something funny going on. Oh, I got it upside down. Got something funny going on here. It's like got a grittery face of some kind. I don't know. What would you think that is? I'm open to suggestions. Okay, and I don't know if I have time. I'm not going to put the nice. I lied earlier when I said I was going to do some statues. No statues on this one. I'll put the statues on a separate thing, because I have a feeling the girls and maybe even younger people would like to see the statues. I'll do that as a totally separate bit. Okay. Well then, thanks, tubers. Keep it hanging right, guys.